The Chicago Bears are such a unique team in the NFL. I'd say the most unique team, because even with all the history they have, 37 Hall of Famers, arguably the best NFL team of all time, they're the only team that has never had a 4,000-yard passer. Ever. And I can't lie, I've been gypped a couple times. I've been tricked a couple times as to believe in who that just might be. I still have a Justin Fields jersey on my wall right now. And that's crazy. Our best quarterback in the past 10 years was Jay Cutler. And I don't think, especially around the league in the 2010s era, you would like your best quarterback of that decade to be Jay Cutler. But I mention all this to emphasize just how special it was last season when we caught a glimpse of who our guy might just be in Caleb Williams.
Williams lofting one for a doozy. He caught it! Tips it into Keenan Allen. Very small window. Still under pressure, floats it down the sideline, and somehow Swift finds it. Williams, another nice throw. Keenan Allen. The Bears' losing streak comes to an end on the final play of the regular season.
Let's go! First one of 2025, and boy, oh boy, is a lot more coming.
And we were 5-12. But that's not to say everything I just said was a bunch of bullshit. Anyone who watched a Bears game last year could tell you that there really was building blocks of a good team. But there also really was very apparent signs that we needed change in the offseason in key positions like our offensive line and our coaching staff.
What the fuck?
Notoriously, as all Bears fans know, our upper management has been dog shit ass, to put it nicely, at solving these two specific problems over the years. But thankfully, we had one guy in mind. One guy in specific who's been on our minds for years. And that was the offensive coordinator of our division rival in the Detroit Lions, Ben Johnson.
The Chicago Bears have gotten their man, Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
Without further ado, I want to introduce Ben Johnson, head coach of the Chicago Bears. Good morning.
Easily one of the best offensive minds of the past couple seasons. And our other massive issue of our offensive line being filled with plumbers and janitors. This problem became honestly a must solve, immediately, right now. With Caleb Williams becoming the third most ever sacked quarterback in a season, tied with the notorious David Carr, which is not a company that anybody wants to be in at all. Thankfully, this is one of the first problems solved in the offseason. We ended up getting Jonah Jackson, Drew Dahlman, and the most surprising move to me was the fact that we got Joe Thuney for a bag of chips. Not even good chips. Like the shit that lays in your mouth, like them flaming hot Funyuns or something. But I can't say our problem was completely solved because I still have some questions about Jonah Jackson being able to resemble what he looked like when he was with the Lions. And as I watched the draft with my dad, I started to have even more questions arise as to whether or not these pieces, these players of our future could really become something special. We held the 10th overall pick. I thought we had enough offensive weapons to manage, especially with someone like Cole Kmet at the tight end position. But despite having Cole Kmet, we still ended up drafting Michigan tight end Colston Loveland, which I can recall was a very controversial pick.
The Chicago Bears select Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan.
What? What? And not Tyler Warren?
Wrong tight end. Michigan tight end. Wow.
But in my head, I thought it was an okay pick. I don't know. Maybe he could have been like another Sam Laporta. On one hand, I thought I was thinking very factually, and on the other hand, I thought I was just coping really hard. But I was shocked as the rounds went on, and we didn't get a single running back. I thought we might be able to snag a Caleb Johnson, I don't know, an Amarian Hampton, a Travion Henderson, a Quinshon Judkins. But what I didn't know is that we found a hidden gem, and a guy who's grown over the season to become a fan favorite in Kyle Monangai. What a guy, Kyle Monangai. What a fucking guy, that guy. I can't lie. After the draft, I felt like I had a lot more questions to ask than questions answered. And it kind of sat with me until our season started and the home opener on ESPN on Monday Night Football when we played the Minnesota Vikings. And I went to this game. I didn't know what to expect. I don't think anybody around me knew what to expect. And we found out on that opening drive that we could fuck with the NFC North.
Pressure, it up by Tooney.
Williams, a lot of room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown.
But after that drive, our offense was really stagnant, like really stagnant. But our defense wasn't really letting anything up. JJ McCarthy was stinking up Soldier Field. I saw JJ McCarthy throw a pick six to Nashawn Wright. But this was coming at a halftime, so I didn't really get a chance to see this. I was busy taking a piss and getting a hot dog. I'm not gonna hold you. I was watching on the screen. But after that, our defense was not holding up very well. It's okay. But JJ McCarthy wasn't gonna. Okay.
Y'all are trash.
We couldn't do much of anything versus the Lions. I think it was a game for like maybe like a quarter. And that's being nice. That's being a little bit nice. I'm honestly not even going to talk about this game. We just got belt to ass. Like really bad belt to ass.
Y'all are trash.
It was not looking good at all. I thought we were cooked. And I remember the Bears Empire comment section on Instagram looked like it was over. So we'd have to see. And thankfully, the Bears offense stepped it up. They came out shooting.
Way up there, Williams recovers, throws a seed, has a man, and it's caught.
Watching that flea flicker, it's just like art moving, bro. But I feel like that was the bounce back game that the Bears really needed. And we were on to play the Cincinnati Bengals. This game had me shitting myself. But the game came down to about the last 2 minutes. The Bears had a 90% chance of winning in the last 2 minutes of the game. But they let the Bengals score a touchdown in like 3 plays. I remember I was livid. I was pissed. I was so mad. And with about a minute left, I saw Caleb Williams go onto the field with a smile on his face. And I thought to myself, well, I think he could do it. And a part of Ariel was coping. And so he went out there.
Williams slings it. Williams! Loveland bangs off his man! He's gonna score! Home! Colston Loveland in a jaw-dropper!
Joe Flacco had to throw a Hail Mary, and he didn't make it. I thought we were gonna bear, but the Bengals bungled, and the Bears didn't bear? We had Bears-Packers at Lambeau, and the only time Caleb Williams ever played in Lambeau, he ended up winning the game. I was pretty excited to say Caleb Williams owned Lambeau Field, and when we came out in that game and shat down our leg, I was also pretty angry. I was a little frustrated. And our defense, man, what defense? Obviously, it's become a theme, but our defense looked like air. The Bears did what the Bears have done best the entire season and began a comeback at the last minute. And it came down to one play, 1 4th down, a 4th and 1, and we lost. And it sucked. And I remember standing up out of my seat and screaming at the TV saying that he could have ran for a first down. I think he might have been dead if he ran. They flexed this game to prime time in Soldier Field, cold as shit. And again, the Bears came out doing nothing. Honestly, the Packers dominated the whole game, but what happened next, I kind of just have to let it speak for itself. The Bears started everything off by trying an onside kick.
Got to pick it up, and it's loose on the ground. Who's going to get it? Oh, the Bears have it! Are you serious? Williams, pressure, throwing, corner, has a man, it is caught! Touchdown! Janae Walker, unbelievable! Ball is loose, picked up, and the Bears get a stop! On the fake, Williams, looking downfield, launching downfield, going for it all! It is caught! Bears win it! DJ Moore!
That DJ Moore pass, that's a memory that'll live with me forever, for life. That game was definitely one of the best comebacks I've ever watched in my life.
And at the end of the day, it's after Packers all win.
And to wrap things up quickly, the 2 games after that, the San Francisco game was a very enjoyable game. I did have a lot of fun watching. It was the first Bears shootout in what felt like 10 years. And the Lions game, honestly, that game just kind of told me how much the defense needs to step up before we go into our playoff game versus Green Bay. And with being winners of the NFC North for the first time since 2018, I couldn't be more happy with how the Bears season ended. But it makes me feel good that Packers fans are scared too, because they don't know what to think. But I hope the defense could at least stop the sun from getting in their eyes. Ben Johnson, if you can hear us. Ben Johnson, please save us. Please save us, Ben Johnson. Please beat the Packers, Ben Johnson. Please, bro.